What up, what up, what up? Oh. Hello, hello. Hey, what up? I guess you're first on my list tonight. Leslin? Is that how you say your name? Hope you're doing well. Are you going to be my my first read tonight? Sorry, I'm just medicating real quick. Okay. Cassie, hi, love. Thank you so much for your sweet comments on Facebook. I so appreciate it. For real. Like, reviews are truly, like, they're everything. Like, yeah. So thank you. Leslin, you didn't tell me if you wanted me to read for you first. If not, then we can... I'll write your name here tentatively, and then... Otherwise, I will start off with Cassie. And Cassie, you already know the drill, girlfriend. Tell me if you have a question or, if you want a certain deck or anything like that. And we'll get this party started. Hey, now. All right, so who has plans for the weekend? What's going on for everybody's lunar eclipse tomorrow at 4:24 Eastern United States time? Anyone? Bueller? I'm going to go hang out with my friends. Some ladies and their lovely husbands. And some other folks, I'm sure, that I've been friends with since, like 7th grade and 10th grade. So I'm stoked on that. Anybody else got plans for tomorrow? Or does anybody have a question? Should I just start reading? Should I shut my fat mouth? no questions yet. Anyone? I've been well. Thank you, darling. I've been quite well. I mean, well, kinda. I guess that's sort of a lie, because my attitude has certainly been on one. I'm experiencing a Mars return. And yeah, Mars and Scorpio. Ooh. Yeah, exactly. See? My pessimism. Letting it get to me. Criticism and illusion at the bottom, of course. My guides are telling me to stop being self-deprecating. Clearly. Because I've learned a lot. I have definitely learned how to control myself. But yeah, it's definitely been a challenge experiencing this Mars return. It's getting closer. The orb is closing. I'm down to like 7 degrees. I'm feeling it. Because my Mars is actually going over where my natal Saturn is, because I also have Saturn in Scorpio, 8th house. Square my 11th house, Aquarius moon. So, yeah, good times. My experience with the Saturn return actually, it was good and bad in a lot of ways. It was good because I came home. I had been living on the other side of the country, still with family, lots of friends, all that. But my grandmother had passed. And in fact, I actually have my grandma tattooed on my dominant arm. And so I came home to take care of my mom because I don't know if you guys know this, I'm a first generation American. And so my mom and my grandmother came from Colombia when my mom was just a toddler. And so my mom's only family are her children since her mom passed. And so, yeah, I just couldn't be 3,000 miles away from my mom when she didn't have her mom anymore. And my grandma was like a second mom to me. So it was difficult to lose her. But I feel so much closer to her now in a lot of ways. But yeah, I think about my grandmother every single day. And I miss her every day. But yeah, it was a little difficult. But for some people, it's, it's usually, because Saturn is restriction, right? Saturn is Papa, That's okay. Thank you. Everything, if it's not a blessing, it's a lesson, So, yeah, I'm grateful for the wisdom that I've gained. It's just, yeah, life is pain. You just get used to it, So, did I just see? How did I get a moon card in here? That's crazy. Yeah. Are you coming up on a Saturn return? Oh yeah, amen. Like my great grandmother on my dad's side used to always say to people, of course, with like some sass. It was always like, what am I gonna do? Die? Well, no. So, oh geez, got another one in there. So yeah, I'm grateful for every day above ground, for every day that I can have an impact and help somebody, or change the prospects of the future to a brighter one for generations to come. Then it's been a good day. Yeah, absolutely, Leslin. Did you have a certain? I feel like this is your card, but that's just me. Hestia, home. There's another deck though, or a another stone or something that's calling to you. Please let me know. And bottom of the deck, Hera. 21 Alliance. Oh, and look at I really feel like these are for you. Like it's also sequential, 21 and 22. And since you got in here, I've been trying to ask like the sequence. If you would like me to pick a different deck or card or anything, please let me know. All right, let's see what we have for number 22, Hestia. And if that is not resonating, I'm going to read this one in the positive, and I'm also going to read this one in the positive unless my intuition tells me otherwise. Yeah, so this is the empowerment message from Hestia, number 22. Being at home in your own skin is what the Greek goddess of the hearth, Hestia, offers you today. When you are in alignment with your truest self, it's like everything you do suddenly fits and feels right. Now is the time to also look into your domestic environment, making sure you are surrounded by beautiful things that have a special positive meaning for you. Cleaning, tending house, and taking care of simple things are what's called for now. Chop wood, carry water, as the Zen koan puts it. The answers to the big questions come of their own accord when you're focused on the small tasks. The goddess Hestia reminds you that when you are at home in yourself, you are at home in the world. And the bottom of the deck, Hera, I'm going to read the empowerment message as well. So, like in the positive. Okay. The Greek goddess Hera, wife of Zeus, knew immediately that positive alliances lead to great power. At this moment, you're magnetized to receive aid from people who have greater wisdom and can help you to the next level. Perhaps it's a mentor who appears or someone in the know. Making connections with others and finding strategic partnerships are favored right now as you explore the nature of becoming empowered by association. This works well if you have a healthy sense of self-worth and if you are able to learn without diminishing yourself in any way. Right now, Hera is supporting you to form beneficial alliances for the greater good of all. When you're called to action or when you're called to action or faced with a decision, ask, how does this benefit me and how can I serve the highest good as a result of this connection? You may also be called to give help to another who needs your mentorship. Give freely, for only good will come of it. This is a wonderful time for all manner of connection and collaboration. I hope that helps, dear. I hope that resonated for you. Luminous Starseed, yes, welcome back. How are you, darling? I'm gonna read for Cassie real quick, because she's a sweetie and she's just always in here. So, what deck? I feel like this one. Cassie, if you want me to grab a different deck, darling, tell me now. Oh, Leslyn, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stick to single questions for everybody, so that I can read for as many people as possible. But if you're new here, please subscribe, because I do these readings weekly, generally speaking. And it's all free, for real. Like, I just come and hang out and read for people because I wish I would have had that at some point in my journey. But forgive me, I'm a little sleepy. I've been at work all day. Yeah, so just subscribe, do your thing, because I'm on here all the time, and you can, at least get one question in a week. So sometimes I come on multiple times, as Cassie knows, because we're on Facebook and Instagram and all the other, spots we try to post, letting people know that we're going to be on here. So and this is actually, I pinned it up in the comments too. We're doing mini readings, like 20-minute reading, 15-minute reading for $25. So essentially most readings that I am, yeah, exactly. I love repeat offenders. You guys are my favorite. Because it makes me feel like I'm doing something right. And I am actually helping somebody, if you want to keep coming here in my banter, I appreciate it. Because it's a whole vibe, you know what I mean? But I can't do it on my own. Well, I can, but, I shouldn't. Good Lord. Yeah, $25. Typically, I can get in like 4 cards. As in, of course. All right, Cass, I'm not even going to look at these ones that are face down. I'm going to look. Bottom of the deck. Capricorn. Take a reality check. First quarter moon in Leo. Be humble. Taurus. First quarter moon in Taurus. Release control. Oops, sorry. And first quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open. That's interesting. That's a lot of first quarter moon energy, right? That's kind of wild. Sheesh. Oh, my Lanta. Give me a break. Okay. All right. At least this one, it'll go pretty quick because they're all in the first quarter section here. And these moonology readings are not, I only read like this part. I don't generally read what's on the, I would think so. You know, with the solar eclipse that we just had in Libra, and now we're going into this final lunar eclipse on the Taurus Scorpio axis. This is definitely like a good time. I feel like that also speaks to these previous cards of like just shedding, you know what I mean? If there's stuff in the house, like I plan to get up and you know, do some cleaning tomorrow. Hi Natasha, welcome, waka waka. So yeah, this is definitely the perfect time to like get rid of any last minute stuff that you've been putting off and keep on building on those good habits and be prepared to start a whole new season. Like the last solar eclipse that we had in Libra was, I want to say it was 2005. So yeah, 18 years. That sounds right. So anyway, yeah. Good talk. I'm going to read these for you real quick. Okay, darling. So let me start with the Leo one. So first quarter moon in Leo, be humble. Tension is in the air. You know that you can achieve your goals, which is half the battle, but this card suggests you need to be less show and more substance as you move slowly towards your goals. Don't try to impress anyone with money. Avoid allowing your ego to overwhelm you. Don't opt for something merely because you think it'll impress others. Practice grounding in a financial situation. Slow your spending. In love, if you're being stubborn or possessive, now is the time to stop. Manifesting mix. This card holds a lot of power. You just need to challenge the heated energies in a wise way. That sounds so thematic to like the season we're in right now. Identify any clear blocks. Step up to receive all the goodies that life has to offer you. You have to want it. All right, so now I'm going to read Taurus. So onto this one. Release control. What in life are you trying just a bit too hard to do? What are you absolutely stuck on to the point where you won't even entertain other ideas? You need to release your grip on life. Whatever you want, release it to the universe and trust that the universe will come back to you with whatever is for your highest good. If you're feeling possessive about someone or something, your challenge now is to live and let live. In a financial situation, self-worth is the key. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes. This card brings in the steadfast energy, but it's clashing with another energy that wants to be free. Seed control for the best results. And it's CEDE, seed. Okay, and good talk. Manifesting mindset. Realize that even though you can manifest your life to a great extent, you can't control everything all the time. Karma comes into play, as do your deep down beliefs about yourself. All right, and then last one in Libra. So keep your heart open. Are you too attached to someone or perhaps to your current goal? It's a wonderful thing to care deeply. However, if you start to smother the person or situation you love, you could run into trouble. Work with others as you move towards your goals, but don't become so dependent that you give away your power. Keep your heart open. This card can also suggest that it's time to negotiate something. And the way to manifest your goal now could be to come up with a solution that pleases everyone. Manifesting mix. There's a need to be adored here, which is fine. We all have that trait to an extent. But if it tips you into self-doubt, it's gone too far. Manifesting mindset. It's important that you don't allow yourself to get set in your ways. Keep your heart and mind open. Believe in your gorgeousness. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, waka waka. What's up? What's up? Let me just add some names to the list. So that was for you, Cassie. As always, I hope that helps. Oh, you're so welcome, darling. Thank you so much for your kind words and encouragement. I really like being here with y'all. And then Kartik, you're back. What's up? I haven't seen you in a few reads. Welcome back. All right, so Luminous Starseed, I am on to you, my dear. Is there a All right, Kartik, you got Love Life. You're the last one on my list, but I will make that note. Natasha, I'll read for you after I read for Lumi. And Luminous Starseed, I am on to you, my love. So pick your deck or a card or a crystal or whatever. Then I'll be reading for Natasha and then Kartik. Thank you guys for coming in and hanging out. If you haven't already, please do subscribe because, as Cassie knows, I'm in here. I'm in here pretty often, at least once a week, trying to read for people. I, my service to humanity, as it were. Right. All right, and I want to hear everybody's costumes. I was thinking about, my daughter said she wanted to be a witch, and I'm sure she's thinking like what everybody would think is like the traditional witch garb. Is it this one? Or this one down here? This is selenite. Or if you can see one of the words, like the blessed one, or this one. So yeah, she wants to be a witch, and I was thinking about dressing up like Nancy from The Craft. Because again, if you don't know, guys, I have a mohawk. So my head's already, half shaved. But I'm thinking if I don't do that, if I can't find the plaid skirt for it, then I'm going to do Tank Girl. If you guys are old enough to know that. It's a movie from the mid-90s. Oh, this one back here? The one that with Isis on it? Yeah, all right, cool. I love this deck. This is my Mythical Goddess Tarot deck. So it is traditional tarot, but it also has that, different perspective, which I appreciate it. So can sometimes get a deeper meaning from the card, even if it is just a minor arcana. But certainly the major arcana being, the goddesses, you're going to get, again, a slightly different message than what you would from a traditional tarot deck. And for many people who have been here before, they already know I love this deck because my cousin gave it to me, bestowed it upon me. And he's up in Maine. I actually just texted him because, America, great. I had to check on my cousin. But we don't need to talk about those atrocities. Let's keep it light tonight, loves. Ooh. I was just thinking in my head, like, what does Luminous Starseed need to hear? Ooh, look at you. Okay. Okay. Mizrak, of course. Let me just add your name to the list. I'm about to read some cards for Luminous. There are a couple of people before you, but certainly pay with patience, or if you want to skip, throw in a tip. If not, it's okay. Está bien. Ooh, okay. Okay. All right, so Ace of Pentacles, certainly a tangible new start. This also gives me, lunar eclipse vibes. Anyway, some new love. Hello. But with courage. So 7 of Wands. And then, again, Page of Pentacles. So I'm going to read a snippet of what each of these says. So 2 of Cups, 7 of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. And pages do bring news again. And like what comes after the 7 of Wands is the 8 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands is often referred to as a message card coming in hot and heavy. And so it could be that like just stand your ground, wait it out. Like it's coming. And whatever it is, it's big. Like something big and tangible. Faux show. All right, so 2 C's of love. Venus and Cancer. 2 dolphins play and dance in the water of love, representing intimate relationship on all levels. 2 waterfalls flow into one, just as individuality forms the strong basis of true union. Merging into oneness comes as the isolated ego is surrendered into an ocean of love. Love is who you are and is all around you to experience. Open your heart fully to the relationship you deserve. Oh my gosh. Love it. All right. Let me go to 7 of Fire. Oh, wow. Interesting. That Mars energy, bro. Okay. So 7 of Fire, Courage, Mars in Leo. A delicate young maiden kneels before a lion, tenderly offering him nourishment. She trusts the spirit of the animal and knows that by calling in courage and facing her fear, the lion will also be unafraid and yield to her. 7 spiraled flames descend from the sky by radiant blessing. This maiden is here to celebrate the courage you have found to face your inner demons, that you may confront with sureness and fortitude all the outer demons in your life. Courage is known through total trust and honesty with yourself. Courage comes from your inner fire, where you will find the will, strength, and passion to meet the tests before you. Continue to blaze your way on the lion path of courage. All right, and then finally, Child of Earth or Page of Pentacles. So the Child of Earth sits under the shade of a mother oak tree. She holds an acorn seed that, like herself, carries the inherent design of the form to come. All possibilities lie within this child for the eventual creative birth of form and the spiritual rebirth of humankind. Pure potential, the template of perfection, dwells within her being. This earth child is a reminder of the perfect design that is within you. Let your emotions and thoughts hold the highest frequency of who you are, letting your very DNA shift to release old patterns and vibrate with your original blueprint of creation. See through the eyes of this beautiful child and know that all opportunities are present in each moment to create your life anew, in alignment with the inherent design of your divine essence. Yeah, it's coming. It's okay. It's no problem. I hope that helps. I hope that resonates, darling. I hope you'll be back. I love my repeat offenders. You know I do. All right, Miss Natasha, you're up, dear. After Natasha, I'm going to read about love for Kartik. And then I've got Ms. Rack after that. So let's keep it rolling. Yeah. Happy Friday. So this one, the same one that I was just, this guy, the Mythical Goddess Tarot. And thank you guys for letting me read for you. It really is a privilege and an honor. You know, I'm a Gemini, so I like to be all up in everybody's business and hear all the tea. But I've finally learned, that's probably part of my Saturn return as well, my ability to, I've always been good at keeping secrets, of course, but I've also found great value in talk therapy. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, thank you. I love this deck. Like I said, it's for my cousin, so it has special meaning for me. Especially since I don't get to see him so often. Before, he was living in Baltimore, so he was driving distance and I could go visit. And amen, sis. It really does. I talk to myself all day. I'm funny. I'm getting distracted. Hang on, I'm going to cut the deck. Let's try this again. Have you guys been having really vivid dreams too? My goodness. I have Neptune sitting right on top of my ascendant. My ascendant is 26 degrees Pisces. And my, I can't even freaking think. What the hell? Sorry, my Apple Watch is doing things. What? I don't even know what I'm saying. Shut up, Carmen. Okay. All right. So come on now. 6 of fire and then the 9 of wands. I'll read both. Let me just peek because now I'm interested. Have you been feeling wounded? I mean, this is certainly, a card of, oh, Dare, what up? So, Natasha, this one's for you, darling. So, the 6 of wands is certainly like a victorious, it's in the pip decks, it's going to be the person on the horse holding their, laurel that they've just won and they're hot, right? But getting up to this one, this is like the wounded warrior. 4 of Cups is that sort of feeling left out. And then 11 is that that justice, that Libra sort of energy. So I'm going to read what we have for forgiveness. 6 of Wands or 6 of Fire. Jupiter in Leo. A shining priestess with a flaming heart and robe of roses holds her hands out to others in loving forgiveness. Her focus is turned inward, her passion for source radiating outward in blessing. She embodies the expansion of light offered from the heart to the world when all is forgiven and loved without limit. The priestess of forgiveness comes to you when it is time for you to examine your heart, to find where you have been holding love from yourself and others. Forgiveness is essential now. Let the loving light of the goddess fill your heart. Let your ego and judgments of others go forever by opening to the absolution she represents. Let your world and your very DNA be transformed through the power of forgiveness. That just gave me, again, like those vibes of like that absolution, that like, yeah, get some pizza. I'm going to have cereal after this. All right. I'm going to also read this one for you, though, darling. So, Sun or Moon in Sagittarius. The glorious full spectrum goddess embodies wholeness and power. She is the shining example of integrity that comes from the alignment of communion of all aspects of her being. She has achieved wholesome balance of the female and male within herself and radiates with the creative force of this union. This fiery rainbow goddess is here to celebrate the integrity that you now own in this life. Aspects of your essence that have long laid dormant are now surfacing for full expression. Dominant personality traits are falling away as your being integrates with the source of who you are. You are now on the path of communion and wholeness. Communion and wholeness, so that you may live in integrity and cohesive power in all that you do. Thank you, Letty. I appreciate you. If you want me to pull a card for you, let me know. Know what's going on with your neighbor. Heck yeah. I got me some cinnamon toast crunch downstairs. All right. Thank you, Natasha. I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. All right, Kartik, what's going on with the love life? I don't know. Guys, can you tell me, like, if there's a deck, if anybody has suggestions on, like, a romance deck that you guys would like me to read from, please. Even if I purchase it, that's fine. I'm just, like, let me know. I don't know where to start. I don't know what. It's like, I have no desire. This one? I have Lilith in Pisces too. 12th house. Like, all right, so Kartik, This particular deck is the Personal Power Oracle. So I would say how this message is going to be received and translated into your love life is something you're going to have to do, like not mental gymnastics. Don't force it to fit, but the wording is not going to go towards that. Just apply this as whatever advice you need in order to progress in your love life, if that makes sense. I hope it does. If it does not, please ask me to elaborate and I will try and find a different way. All right, so let me give it one more cut and then I'm going to keep it under the camera there and see what pops. Because just like with the Two of Cups, as I've said many a time before, whatever we're putting into our cup is what we're passing off to somebody else. So make sure that what you are. That's so interesting because I just cut the deck and those were the two that were there that popped out right now. Sorry, let me put this back. All right, bottom of the deck, I am supported. And then these are the two cards. Number 11, I am sacred. Oh, and number 10, look at the... Bro, stop. This is all in order. 9, 10, 11. And another 9, 36 makes a 9. That's crazy. Because I don't like mess with, you know what I mean? Like, I make sure that things are set up. But you guys see I'm sitting there. Anyway, okay, good talk. Personal Power Oracle, where are you now? Okay, so I'm going to read for both of these. I'll just go 11, 10. Okay. So, Kartik, for you, darling, I am sacred. If you don't yet know the importance of self-care, one day you will. It's usually when we lack it and need it most that it makes itself known to us as something that is missing. I learned the hard way about the importance of self-care when I reached my boiling point of physical and emotional neglect. Self-care is a choice and a personal power because it's what helps us recharge and feel balance. It takes conscious practice. When people often tend to put everyone else before us, we can lead to burnout or dissatisfaction with life. This card urges you to ask yourself if you're happy and fulfilled with your daily routine. The first step is to set the intention. The next is to take action towards it. No more waiting, no more excuses. Give yourself permission to nurture your mind, body, and soul so you can show up in the world radiating. Now I'm going to read number 10. I am curious. Judging situations and people is a natural part of life. It can save us from a threatening situation. But have you ever noticed how often we judge other people and ourselves? How often do we make assumptions and judgments about others without knowing all the facts? Sometimes we get defensive because of our preconceived notions. The personal power that you can use and unleash today is curiosity. Choose to be curious and compassionate without judging or labeling. Everything has a reason and a story behind it. It's also easy for us to feel offended by something someone says or does. Today, choose to see what story is behind their actions. What caused someone to say or do something that clearly had an effect on you? Choose not to react, judge, or label things. Just observe. What we think is bad may turn into a wonderful opportunity. What we think is good could take a turn for the worst. Things just are. Learn to detach from events and circumstances and not label them. Simply observe what occurs and ask yourself, I wonder what this means. Then wait and see. All right, Kartik. Thank you. I just got a notification from Sarah. Sarah, have you joined us and I don't see you in our chat yet? Or do you have a different handle that I'm not seeing? Oh dear, hi. Hi. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, you're so welcome, darling. Ms. Rack, I will read for you in just a moment. Oh dear, skipped with a tip. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sarah, for your kindness. Truly, I'm driving a distance tomorrow, so I have to get gas. So thank you for keeping my chariot running. Is there a certain deck or stone that's calling to you that you would like me to read from, or do you have a particular question that you know, you would like to get clarity on? Because again, guys, and above all, listen to your own intuition, okay? For real. Like, it may be that these cards that pop for you may not make sense in the moment. It may be something that unfolds perhaps like over the weekend. But don't force anything to fit. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. So is there a particular deck or a particular question that you had, Sarah? And on the darker deck. This one here? Yeah, this is I love this deck. This is the Literary Witches Oracle deck. So it's my witchy deck. That's funny. I was thinking about this deck when I was just before I came to do this reading. So, guys, if you saw that I was supposed to be on here an hour before I actually came on, it's because I had gone out to my local spring, like, Appalachia rig kind of stuff, where there's like a PVC pipe that's popped into the ground where the spring water just flows out of the side of the mountain. But everybody in my area seems to have gotten hip to it, because now every time I go, I've been going for years. Every time I go, it's freaking busy and I have to sit there and wait. Like, I popped out my lawn chair today. I was sitting there like, dang, I'm going to be late. Like, shoot. So, yeah, sorry for my tardiness. I'll be late for my funeral, y'all. While I was out there, though, the reason I was thinking about this deck was because I could hear an owl out there. It was so pretty. And then I saw a fox as well. This particular deck is really interesting because certain cards are more intuitive than others. What I would call like the major or minor arcana in this quote unquote, right? They talk about certain readers. But yeah, it also has those different sort of like witchy tools, so to speak. So I'm curious to see what's going to pop for you. Because I was out there like trying to talk to the owl, where I was like, like, oh, this one looks good. So this is Joy Harjo, Bravery. Bottom of the deck, Janet Frame. So I will read for both of those because that one is Belonging. And anyway, interesting. All right. All right. So, Miss Joy, Bravery, plunging in, making decisions, fear. Harjo, a common Creek native name, means so brave, she's crazy. Joy Harjo courageously survived an oppressive childhood, teenage pregnancy, and domestic abuse before becoming a spiritually charged poet of wild natural imagery and urgent social activism, as well as an award-winning saxophone player and singer. So these writers are certainly people that I would, look more into as well. Like maybe there's something deeper in a piece that they've written that's gonna, be your that's gonna guide you to the next lamppost, so to speak. All right. So Janet Frame, Belonging, being at home, being a stranger, knowing yourself. Janet Frame was born to a large, poor family on a New Zealand farm. Her brother had epilepsy, and two of her sisters drowned in adolescence. Misdiagnosed with schizophrenia, Frame spent most of her 20s in a psychiatric ward, receiving 200 electric shock treatments and narrowly escaping a lobotomy. After her release, she pursued a solitary life and wrote and wrote autobiographical fiction about hospitalization and the displaced self. But I feel like I need to tell you what was said as well for the fox and the owl, as it's in here, Miss Sarah. So let me add that. Hang on, let me find it. I thought the fox was in here. Maybe not. I see no fox. Let's see if there's an owl. There's a wolf. Nope. Neither an owl or a fox. Interesting. All right, darling. I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. If it doesn't, again, look into these two different authors, Joy Harjo, Harjo, and Janet Frame, Frame. Yeah, here I can try and hold it up so you can screenshot it. So there's Joy. And then here's the other one with Janet. I'm trying to get the glare off of it, but still have it be focused. Hi. Okay. Sorry, I don't know if that's helping. Okay, I'm gonna put this down because this is all right. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. I appreciate you. And again, anybody who's not subscribed, please do subscribe because I do these free readings weekly, at least once a week, if not more often. So thank you. All right, and then Ms. Rack, I saw, is December going to be a good month for you? Let's go with the old trusty, the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And thank you to everybody who has let me read for you thus far. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Please like, subscribe, leave comments, all the stuff. Once the video is posted, tell your friends, tell your whoever. I don't know. Just no jerks, because especially during my Mars return, like, bro, look at it, see? Oh, my mouth be going off. All right, Miss Rock. I know, I wish he would leave too. Like, what the heck? I don't like worrying about my friends. It's not cool. All right. So, Miss Rack, let's see. Is December going to be a good month? Let's see what December has coming. Sagittarius season typically, for me anyway, again, like, I always recommend y'all, like, run your transits, check your chart, like, know what is happening in your world, like, and what is happening with the elements as they're comprised within you and how they're reacting to the planetary shifts going on around us, you know? Like I said, I'm on a Mars return. All right, this is what December got coming. Now, I'm not going to read this in the reverse, but it's another 21. This is the second 21 of the night. And then at the bottom, here and now, number 32. Girl, do it. Do it. You know I've been on my shit, so I was telling you to smack a bitch yesterday. I'm the worst. Okay. Number 21. All right, so Ms. Rack, this is what you need to focus on to have a good month in the month of December, okay? So I'm going to read you the essential message, the oracle message, and the prosperity message, okay? If none of that resonates, please make sure you jump in the chat before I finish, and I'll add the protection message as well, okay? So clean it up. Essential meanings: getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. The oracle's message: ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home also? Too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean house. Every item out of place that natters away at you, every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for miracles that are lining up for you. For real. All right, prosperity message. Simple things like opening your mail, paying bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists, and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself too. This card is a sign that you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. You will prosper even more if you do. So, Ms. Rack, if you are not in a clean headspace or not in a clean physical space, as I was saying, like at the beginning of this reading, now is that time. Like, this is the last ditch, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're coming to inspect, like, be ready, so to speak. Like, our spiritual guides, as it's so often said, the veil is super thin right now, right? And so make sure that this weekend, especially before the eclipse if you're able to, but again, like at least before Halloween night when things really get, you know, amped up, make sure that you've cleaned out and that you've gotten into the right headspace and that you're prepared to make new moves and to have, again, continuing those good habits, building on them, and reparenting yourself in whatever way you need so that you can move forward in a positive way and not repeat another cycle of, self-deprecation or whatever. I'm such a bad example. I should take my own damn advice. What the hell am I talking about? All right. That's for you, Miss Rack. I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Thank you for everybody who's come in so far. I've read for everybody, but I've also read for almost an hour now. So if nobody else jumps in, I'm probably going to close this out and go eat my cereal and go to bed because I've been at work all day. Smash! What up? Happy Friday. Renovate or go big and rebuild. 2-bedroom duplex. I'm on the fence. What needs to be done? That's so crazy. I live in a duplex too. But I don't own it. I rent. And so do my neighbors on the other side. But yeah. Hi, Gustavi. All right. So what are we going to do? Renovate or go big and rebuild? Oh, welcome, Waka Waka. Thanks for coming in. All right. I'm going to go with this one for you, Smash. Because this is that. Oh, yeah, of course, Gustavi. I'm about to read for Smash, and then I will read for you. I try to keep it just to one question so that if other people happen to jump in and ask before I burn out, I just try to read for as many people as I possibly can. And if there's a certain question that you have, or if there's a particular deck or stone that you are drawn to, just let me know. So you'll see how this rolls as I read for Smash right now. And we'll see what's happening with his renovation, rebuild. We don't know. So let's see. What does Smash need to do? I think the demo makes, like, God, I wish I could do demo. My family has been in, you know, that like handyman kind of like builder, Bob the Builder stuff. And I always thought demo was the coolest thing. Mars Return. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Smash, I'm gonna cut it again. I'm too distracted. Hold up. And anybody costume ideas? What are y'all doing? What do you guys vote for me? Do you think I should do Tank Girl or should I do Nancy from The Craft? I don't know why I'm thinking Tank Girl. So Smash, you are light. Find your sacred flow. 56 makes an 11. And 12, find your sacred flow. Can't even see that. Good Lord. Let me take that off a little bit. Dang. She's great. All right. Where are you, booklet? All right, so Smash. Again, this is going to be a little bit of your own interpretation, right? Because this is the creator book. So we're trying to figure out, like, again, where you have to figure out how to apply this to your situation. I don't want it. Anyway, okay. Essential meanings. The light that vibrates from the core of your being. Light worker, love, pure energy. At the core of your cells and your atoms, you are tiny strings of vibrating light energy. This light interacts with other lights around it and emanates a signature that is only yours, and your unique vibrational energy is needed in the world. Lightworker, you are needed. You will be the beam of light who casts luminous hope into the shadows. You will be the counterpoint, a brilliant crack in the veneer, a flickering of inspiration when things get difficult, and it's time to nurture and protect that light. As you devote your life to something bigger than yourself, work on your soul's directive in any way that you can. Offer kindness to strangers on the street and radiate healing and compassion from wherever you are. Even the line at the grocery store can become your own laboratory of light. Bring your fierce mission to serve into a role or position that doesn't call for servitude. Show us how to do it with more love. Trust that your light will be accepted even by those that don't understand it, because through shiny eyes and a warm smile, you can bring your soul to work up and light up a room with your presence. That's just screaming renovation to me. It sounds like, yeah, it's telling me renovate. And all right, find your sacred flow, essential meaning. Finding your flow state, your unique rhythm, bringing your spirituality into the solution and the flow with the universe, pausing, surrendering, control, taking time to understand perspectives, and, taking time to understand other perspectives and your own. Your sacred flow. Each one of those words is powerful medicine from your creator spirit. Tune into your own rhythm and actively schedule your own unique sacred flow into your life every day. This may mean stopping to nap, exercise, or meditate during the day if that's what makes your heart sing. It may mean scheduling something sacred into your planner, something epic even. What makes you feel alive in the flow with the world? Are you leaving time for that thing? If something is encroaching on your flow time, you may need to set clear boundaries and prioritize this sacred break. Be sure you aren't giving up on your personal space so that someone else can benefit. Don't be a martyr. This space is desperately needed for you to find your center. If you are feeling pressure to make an important decision, right now is not the time to give an answer you aren't completely sure of. Go with the flow of not knowing. Sleep on it. Surrender to not having all the answers and know that everything will be revealed when you gift yourself the space and distance, stillness, and perspective. So if you do choose to renovate, make sure that that's what you're really prepared to do. Take some time to sit and think about it. But my intuition is telling me, like, renovate, invest that time in it. Like, it was saying, like, don't be a martyr. Like, yeah, like, don't end up selling the property or changing it so much that you're not able to benefit from your hard work. So, as always, darling, I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Thanks for coming back. I love my repeat offenders. You guys are the best. Thank you, lovely. Smash and Gustavi. All right, darling, I'm on to you, Gustavi. Forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong. It's not intentional. I'm just words, you know? Is there a particular question or a certain deck that you wanted me to Yeah, what up? So Will Harris Khan call. So it's been, you have not heard from him since this one down here, darling? Oh, thanks for coming back. Appreciate you. This one is the Sacred Creators deck. So this one is more geared towards like entrepreneurship, like what to do with your creative energy or your creative spirit. I tend to leave these towards like something where it's like personal development, like Smash was talking about changing up his living situation. And so that's that creative. Just search the Teen Tank. Yeah, I was 11 years old when that movie came out. So it was definitely left a good impression on me. So yeah. What's this deck? This is my, oh shoot. This is the Major Arcana deck. So this is my Terror, like Terror, like it's a terrifying deck of terror from, I can't even think of it. All right, I could pick the deck. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, of course, John. Let me take another sip of water. All right, hang on. Let me add these couple of names, and then I'm going to read for Gustavi. Because then I've got Yera. And then John. All right, so I can pick the deck, huh? I don't know why I'm feeling this goddess deck for you. So this is one of the Oracle decks. Oh, of course. Smash, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. So what does guys, sorry, disregard my dirty fingernails. Like I said, I was out at the spring, so I was like in the dirt, literally. But this one keeps coming up every time. Like, it's time to cut off the past, you guys. Do not go through another karmic cycle with this lunar eclipse coming. Like, let it go. Keep it pushing. Like I said to a friend the other day. He was like, yeah, he said he either gained some weight or lost some weight, but whatever I said, good for you. And he was like, what? I said, yeah, man, like, good for you. He's like, well, it was a little difficult. I was depressed going through a divorce. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Like, cut that dead weight. Get him gone. You know what I mean? Like, for sure. He started laughing. He was like, you were literally the only person that has said that to me. Like, everybody else was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, no, good. Get them gone. Fuckers. Just kidding. Okay. So, For you, Miss Stauby, we have Pavarti, devotion, number 42. I'm going to read both sides of this message because this we already know. Like, just cut the dead weight. Like, get it going. Okay. Empowerment message. True commitment comes from wholehearted living in the body, mind, and spirit. When the Hindu goddess Parvati rises up to greet you, she is acknowledging you for your sincere devotion to personal growth. With the world in so much turmoil, it's not easy to devote yourself to higher knowledge and a strong faith. But if you are to serve others by being a bearer of love, compassion, and light, you must recommit yourself every day as unwavering in your devotion as Pavarti was to Shiva and her goal of bringing peace to the world. Pavarti asks that you find silence and daily meditation to contemplate your devotion as well as your commitment to all of life and to making this world a better place. The great goddess is present when you renew your devotion and make a relationship primary above all else. Make that relationship primary above all else. Then, in all areas of your life, your every choice will be in alignment and in service to this truth. When the goddess Pavarti comes to visit, it is a beautiful sign that you are on the right track. The alignment message. The goddess Pavarti comes now to offer her help because blind faith in others isn't serving you, and devotion to something undeserving may be showing up in your life. Ask yourself why you are so committed to someone or something you know deep down will fail you. Are you afraid of seeing things as they are? What if you let go and allow a higher force to guide you to the right people, places, and things that are in your highest good? Can you remember when the devotion to this ultimate spiritual partnership was reciprocated? Consider what happens when you place your attention only on money, status, ambition, and power. The world becomes narrow and you lose connection to a higher existence and your greater good. The goddess Pavarti offers this alignment task. Get your spiritual life in order. Make prayer and meditation part of your daily routine. Act as if you believe that what is for you won't go past you, and that what must proceed will do so without your interference. You will be amazed at how everything falls into place. The goddess Pavarti reminds you that you are so loved and cherished. All right, Gustavi, I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Please like and subscribe and all the things and tell all your friends, and you're so welcome. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Make sure you're subscribed. And I'm doing full moon full moon special readings, $25 for like a 4-card read. It's usually like 15-20 minutes, but it's sort of like a little mini reading, so you can get a little something more. So if you guys are interested, that's pinned in the comments and in the description. So thank you guys. I'm on to you, love. Did you like this one as well? Is this the deck you were talking about for your reading? And John, thank you. Welcome. If you're not already subscribed, please do. I do these weekly readings, generally at least once a week, if not 2 or 3 times as I'm able to. But yeah, this is all completely free. Pay with patience. If you don't want to wait, you can skip with the tip, but no pressure. Just here sharing my time and my loud mouth. So Giera, if you had a particular deck, let me know. I don't know why, but I'm feeling drawn to the moon deck. Which middle deck? This one? Or, you wanted to do this one. You got a story to tell tonight, then, if this is the one that you like. I can't be held responsible for... Well, I suppose I can, right? But if I get into some tea, you can't be mad at me, okay? Okay? So let's see what's going on. So what's up with you? Aw. Hierophant. More sequential stuff. Dude, that's so interesting. The 4 and the 5 with Judgment. I mean, this is Taurus, the Hierophant, right? Yeah, there's definitely that switch coming up for all of us. Just be careful what you resurrect. Like, I was just thinking as I was, switching out here in my mind, I was thinking about a Ouija board. Gieta, if you come around one, please, please, please be careful and make sure that no matter how scared you are, you say goodbye. Like, oh, Aquarius is right here. Taurus rising. Yeah, be careful. Like, don't get sucked in by some narcissist who's like super cute and he's like, oh, let's go on a date. Let's go to a cemetery and do a Ouija board. Like, no. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. All right, good. But I'm saying, like, if that comes out while you're around other people this weekend, just be mindful of that. Or if there's a party in the cemetery, don't go. That's all I'm going to say. Because there's going to be something weird going on. So, that's what I have for you, darling. They're scary to you? Oh, sacred. Excuse me. I can't see because the little heart button thing on the bottom. I feel like I still need to... Hi, beautiful. John, I'm going to read for you next. So, John, if there is a stone or anything, let me know. Or a particular deck, or if there's a question that you had in mind, please share it so that I can read for you. Sorry, Gid, I just feel like I have to pull one. Like, I can't disobey my guides. I'll get... I really won't get any sleep. They'll make me work double time tonight. Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful, for sure. I just wrote your name down on the list. I just read... I'm reading for Gieta real quick. I feel like there's one more card that I need to pull for them. And then I'm going to read for... Oh, two. Okay. And then I'm going to read for John. John, just let me know. Yeah, they do be like that. I love them, but damn. So last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings, and full moon in Libra, find a balance. That's so interesting as as the nodes move into, these two axes. And Mars right now is in Scorpio. So there's just a lot of Mars energy being felt right now. We just closed out, Libra and had that Libra solar eclipse. So find a balance of working through your feelings, like make sure that you are, not like flying off the handle, but you're also not being a doormat, like be mindful of the words that you're using. Like, what's up. So make sure that whatever you're saying is clear and kind and is, not being delivered in a way that could be received, or misconstrued in any way, Dang, Libra stellium. The only planet I have in Libra is Pluto, and it's anoretic. So that's why I'm always like, cut the ass off. So I hope that helps. Oh, you've been in a defensive mood, Letty? I'm sorry, Lovey. I feel like that's why I've been like super hot and like ready to fight people everywhere I go lately because of my Mars return. I'm like, I'm ready to cut. Yeah, Pluto and Libra too. Nice. All right. Well, thank you, darling. Thank you for coming back. I hope that helps. I hope that resonates as always. It's always an honor. Smoochies. All right, John, looking for more meaning behind a dream I had this week about seeing a super large full moon brought closer to me. I could almost touch it. Well, that just makes me feel like I need to read from the Moonology deck again. Maybe that's why I was being drawn to that deck. Because I just read for Gieta with the other one. But interesting. could be. I think the same could be said of Pluto in Scorpio, though, because it's the co-ruler. But I think Pluto in Libra in a lot of ways is like a fair cut. You know what I mean? Like no matter what it is, like if it's like I just think of, because Pluto, I just automatically think of like shedding skin every time. And so it being in Libra, I think it knows what to keep and what to get rid of. You know, it might be a hard lesson learned, certainly, as Pluto definitely does that. But yeah. All right, John. So let's see what's up with this dream. John's dream. What's going on? I've been having super vivid dreams too, John. Oh, thank you, Kiera. Like I was saying earlier, Neptune is like the co-ruler of Pisces, and I'm a Pisces rising, and right now Neptune is at 25 degrees of Pisces. So, I mean, I feel like I astral travel anyways, but more Libra shit. That's wild. All right, so last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. And first quarter moon in Libra, keep your heart open. So, all right, just off of my intuition, what I'm getting from that is like if there is a past relationship that needs to be done, like don't go revisiting it. And maybe that's what that feeling of like, because moon represents like our love, our heart, you know, it's mama, it's the divine feminine in a lot of ways, because the sun and the moon are the mother and father of, okay. But this is telling me like leave whatever it is behind. So if there's somebody that you feel is really near and dear to your heart and it's over now, whatever relationship that was, make sure that you leave it there. And you recognize that with the next one, you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. So it's okay to leave your heart open. Like you don't have to build up, you know, a full-blown wall. That you understand that just keeping a modest fence is necessary. Like boundaries are okay. You don't have to overdo it or underdo it, but as long as it's you know, in balance and in tune with what your wants and needs are, you know. All right, so first quarter moon in Libra, keep your heart open. Are you too attached to someone or perhaps to your current goal? It's a wonderful thing to care deeply. However, if you start to smother the person or situation you love, you could run into trouble. Work with others as you move towards your goals, but don't become so dependent that you give away your power. Keep your heart open. This card can also suggest that it's time to negotiate something, and the way to manifest your goals now could be to come up with a solution that pleases everyone. Manifesting mix. There's a need to be adored here, which is fine. We all have that trait to an extent. But if it tips you into self-doubt, it's gone too far. Manifesting mindset. It's important that you don't allow yourself to get set in your ways. Keep your heart and mind open. Believe in your gorgeousness. I just read this card for somebody else earlier. So that's interesting, John. Now I feel like I need to read the other one of the last quarter moon in Capricorn. Talk less, feel more. The danger in your current situation is that you're going to be really good at starting things and less good at finishing them. This card suggests that you need to talk less and feel more. So rather than telling people what you want now, feel your feelings about what you want, what comes up. Do you believe in yourself or not? Perhaps you started strong but are running out of steam. If so, go within and ask yourself how committed you are to your goals. Remember that it's okay to change your mind. Manifesting mix. One of the current energies is all about feelings and the other is in its head. Where are you? Can you meld the two? That's the way. Manifesting mindset. Why ruin a moment with words? Sometimes feelings are enough. It's good to talk, but it's also good to just be. John, I was actually going to try and read for the next person. Like I was saying, I'm trying to keep it to one Let me read for beautiful real quick, and then I'll come back if if nobody else pops in. And I can read from this Major Arcana deck if you want. So, Miss Beautiful, is there a particular deck that's calling to you, dear? Yeah, because I'm thinking after I read. Yes. Is there a certain deck, a stone, a particular question that you wanted me to sort of lean into, or dealer's choice? Because, yeah, I think after this, I'm going to try and wrap it up, guys. My throat is starting to go. I've been at work. I work for a doctor's office, and I'm the mouthpiece. Yeah. So I'm always talking to people. I'm feeling this one. This deck has been giving really beautiful messages tonight. This is the Mythical Goddess Tarot. I really like this deck. It was bestowed to me from my cousin. I love it. Alright. So it's this one here. Mythical Goddess Tarot. So let's see what the message is. And John, maybe there will be some wisdom in this deck as well for you, since I'm drawn to a general tarot deck. So Mother of Regeneration. So this is the Queen of Fire. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands, and then the 2 of Cups again. With Kali, Scorpio season. Number 9, the Oracle. Virgo energy. Scorpio energy. Cancer energy, and Aries energy. Sag energy. I feel like something big is coming for you, like some sort of lovely something beautiful. I'm getting like going to a wedding, perhaps, like having a toast, and it's like during Scorpio season, or maybe you just met somebody during Virgo season, like, or it's going to be at some sort of like a community gathering where you're like, sorry, I've got my arms over here because I'm trying to make sure you can see that. But let me read what this one says. But that's definitely what I'm getting, is like going to some sort of a celebration, some sort of a party, having like a toast, enjoying drinks, enjoying the company of somebody else. And again, could be during Scorpio season or just happened during Virgo season. But it was like a community event. Keep sleeping on it. Like, these days are done. This illusion of like not feeling right, yeah, don't deny yourself. Like, you have options. Don't get trapped in your head with that. And let me read about the Mother of Regeneration, or the Queen of Fire. The Mother of Fire is the Kundalini goddess of power, the embodiment of regeneration by fire. She brings the rising Kundalini force that lights up cells and transmutes the DNA into purified wholeness. Her flame of renewal brings healing and new form on earth. She comes to you at this time of your life when regeneration is needed on your sacred path to wholeness. Open to her restorative fire of primal creation and witness the renewal of your entire being. She will resonate your vitality and regenerate your vitality and revive your will, returning you to completeness and power. So I hope that helps. Beautiful. I hope that resonates. I hope everybody whom I was able to read for tonight enjoyed it. And if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Always listen to your own intuition above all else, even when it comes to like medical doctors and people, like, your body better than anybody. So we're almost to the first. Make sure you guys are, especially the females, doing the breast exams and self-advocating, making sure you're getting your screenings if you need them. Because, yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go eat some cereal and get some good sleep because I got work tomorrow too. Woohoo! So keep coming back, guys, because I would like to quit my day job one day. The sooner the better, because I love doing this. I love hanging out with you guys. So, oops, ow. All right. Thank you guys so much. Smoochies. Peace.